Hello guys, welcome to this new video tutorial where we'll learn how to make stylized flowers. So, first create a folder, name it flowers, and here create another folder and rename it materials. Okay, here we can import our files that you can download in the link in the description. Alright, these three files are the secret sauce to make the flowers. This is the alpha, so the black will be transparent in UE5. And the white will be our flowers. And here you can see that with this mask composed by three colors, we can personalize each flowers by modifying the colors from each flower. And the last image is a simple gradient. That's for coloring the base of the flower. So, create a master material under blend mode, select masked and check the two-sided box. Alright, save. So, import on the master material the three images and plug the RGB of the alpha on the opacity mask. As you can see in the preview of the master material, you can see that the flowers are turned black and the black of the textures are turned transparent. So here we create three nodes, precisely a multiply and two lerf nodes, and an append vector. Okay. Create a third lerf node, and here we connect the R of the texture on the first multiply and choose a color, precisely a red one. Convert it to a parameter and call it color 1. Create the second color, blue, color 2, and the third one, let's make it color 3, save. Okay. Just for reference, create a plane in the viewport. Like that. And create a material instance of the master material. That's for changing the color directly in the viewport. Rename it NI flowers. Alright. Now we can see our black flowers. Let's continue now with the master materials. Plug the color 1 on the first multiply. Plug the G on the alpha of the first lerf node. select the green color, all right. The B on the second lerp, the color on the B, and the A of the texture on the last lerp. And on the append, we can create a parameter value of 1. Plug the last lerp node to the base color. Alright, as you can see now, the preview shows that we have 3 distinct colors. On the material instance, you can see that you can modify each flower's color. Now, the last textures, that's the gradient, will be used for the base of the flower. So, let's create a constant for vector and choose a green tone. All right. Copy paste and let's make it blue, this one. Okay. Create a lerp node and plug the colors on A and B and the R of the gradient on the alpha, so that the base of the flowers are now colored. You can see that the blue tint is on the top, so can create a nice gradient. Just save, and here we are. Our master material is almost complete. Just plug a 0 value on metallic and specular and a 1 value to roughness. All right. Here's our plane with our flowers. On the master material, we create a simple wind node that is for making the flowers a little bit dynamic. And it's very simple, just promote to variables all these voices like that, and voila, save. As you can see, we have our values on the material instance. Now just categorize each parameter by families, precisely color for this one, and wind for these parameters, just to have all under control the material instance. Okay, let's increase these values, and you can already see that the flowers is moving. So we have a problem. The base of the flower must be steady on the surface, and it's not. So under here we create a very simple node, precisely multiply with a texture coordinate to a mask value with only the G checked, to a -1, to the letter A of the multiply. This will allow the base of the flower to be steady on the ground. Alright, now let's begin the mesh that will compose our scene. Just add the first texture on some planes in Blender and various gradation in terms of rotation and position. Just something like that. Reset UVs and export and import our cards. So you can see that the movement is very wide. Do not worry, just scale a little bit and you'll see the result. Okay. So the flowers are a little bit dark, as you can see. We have forgotten something in the master material. Just create a blue color, plug into the normal, and under this parameter uncheck tangent space. Now all the flowers are illuminate in the same way. Alright, so under flowers I can import some image for reference. Just import this one. That's for choose the right colors for our flowers. So we can choose our 3 variations. And here you can see that the base of the color is a little bit off. So on the master material we can just choose 2 different colors of the landscape just to have a nice mashup. Voila. So the color is very similar to the landscape. Alright, so our first flower, I think it's ready to go. Now just create 2 more meshes, copy paste, and here duplicate also the material instances so that we can create 2 other variants of colors. Precisely I don't know, a pink one and our blue one. Let's begin with the pink one. Just open the material instance. And here you can try to pick the right color. Of course, you will find the reference image on the link in the description. And for the third flower, I can maybe choose a blue color like this. So our flowers are done. Just I make some little changes. Okay, so now the fun part. These reference images will be useful to study, just to have a clear idea how and where to paint the flowers. So we have to create 3 different meshes, and then combine the material instances that we just created earlier. Copy paste the meshes like that, and here you can set the material instances with the meshes, so that we have 3 distinct meshes. Add the meshes on the foliage mode, and here you can see that all 3 are checked. Just check the first one, uncheck the cast shadow box, and start paint. Wow. Okay. We can increase a little bit the scale X, 2 and 3, just to make the flowers a little more big. Okay. Let's say that I want to decrease the density a little bit. Increase the density a little bit. And okay, let's say let's increase to 200 and a little bit of this paint. So you have to find the right balance between the paint density and the brush size. So let's start painting our first flowers to make some spots on the landscape, and then we can add some of the second flower just on the just untick the cast shadow box. Okay, now the third flower, I think that I will increase the scale a little bit, 3 and 4, just to make this flower stand up more. Just paint it in the center of the spots, just to make some beautiful compositions. All right, like that. And here we can decrease a little bit the scale and increase the paint density, just to increase our spots, like that. Just paint a little bit there, around the hill. Okay. So that's the technique I used to make these flower fields. I think the result is very interesting for a stylized scene. You can change the appearance of the flowers, the colors, as you can see here, with the yellow one a bit more high. Here we are. I hope that was helpful for your project, and voila. See you in the next video. Bye.